Hey guys, what's up? Nick here once again. I'm not necessarily sure what I'm going to call this video or what the main topic of this video is even going to be, but I felt it's been a little while since I had a one-on-one video like this. Like I stated in my last one, I like to do these like once a month at the very minimum. And the last video, I guess, like this was just me talking about the P.O. box. There wasn't really any other updates other than just that's open now. And speaking of which, I have gotten a couple notifications that a few items have arrived at the P.O. box. So I just got to go pick them up. And then pretty soon I will have a new video showcasing those unboxings. So yeah, again, if you want to send me anything in the P.O. box, it can be anything from a letter to an item or something you want me to play on stream. Whatever the case may be, P.O. box will be in every description of every new video. So yeah, send away. But with that being said, this video I think is mostly going to be about maybe the future of this channel and more of my thought process as of these last few weeks. And I know I've kind of made these decisions and I've made changes and stuff throughout the last year. Some of them have been for the better, some of them for the worse. But there's a reason I keep doing this. It's not to give you guys whiplash. It's not to piss off people. It's not because I'm unsure of myself or anything like that. It's more of just, I don't know if you guys are like me, but I've always had this philosophy that starting anew is like a new adventure. It feels good. I always enjoy trying new things. Starting again, starting over has never been like a downside to me. Now, that being said, I'm nowhere near like wanting to restart like a new channel or anything like that. I am not doing that ever again. This is my baby, basically, this channel, this community. I want to keep it growing. I want to keep it steady, and I want to keep you guys as happy as you can be being viewers of this channel. And that being said, I just like to try new things. I've never been one to kind of stick to one genre or one same topic over and over and over again. I can't do it. I end up just getting burnt out, and I get to the point where even just thinking about playing this game makes me just hate it. And I don't want to ever get that way with Twisted Metal. So I've talked about this before, that this channel was never meant to just be a Twisted Metal channel. That's just kind of obviously how it came about. You guys know with the whole Kongdu situation, he had the same feelings where he felt like he got stuck in this corner where he had to keep making Twisted Metal content to stay relevant, and I totally understand his thought process. I totally get why he made a whole new channel and now he's doing his own thing, and I get that. But of course, this video has nothing to do with Kong. It's just more of an example of like somebody who also in my life has made that same decision to kind of change it up, and he's been happier because of it. And it gave me inspiration, I think, to make this video and also just to talk more about like my reasoning for my most recent poll in my community section. If you're confused about what that's about, or if you haven't seen it, it's mainly because you might not be a channel member. I did make this only specifically to my members available, and I don't like to put stuff like that behind a paywall or to put it behind the scenes. I like to get as much information as possible when I do polls and stuff. But I felt something this serious, I wanted to get reactions and feedback from the people who clearly are very serious about my channel. Not to say that people who aren't monetarily supporting me aren't serious. I'm not saying that at all. But you can probably understand that I want to give back a little bit to my supporters in some way, shape, or form. And I do truly appreciate their feedback, and I take it to the heart. So that being said, I made a poll asking about if I was to start streaming a first-person shooter or just like a new game in general, like a newer type game instead of just retro content, would that be something you guys would want to watch or would you support? And it was pretty neck and neck, which I kind of was more expecting a negative feedback. I was expecting most people to say like, no, don't do it. You know, stick to what you're doing because it's doing well, you know, all that good stuff. And I totally would have understood that. But I have been pleasantly surprised that it is 55% as of right now with almost 90 votes saying to do it. Like, just try it. Give it a shot. And of course, that's not an overwhelmingly majority of people saying give it a shot. You know, still 45% of you said, nah, don't do it. And I'm not saying that the people who voted no are being looked at as like, oh, they're wrong, right? Or like, oh, I don't like that they said no. I want their honest feedback, and I want people to be honest with me. And I just want to say thank you to everybody who even commented on the post as well with your extra feedback. It does truly help. It makes me understand what is good for the channel and what is good to keep moving forward as a content creator. Because even though obviously I'm not a full-time content creator at the moment, that is my dream to one day get to that point. And I don't want to just throw it away or make those big mistakes when I get to that point. I want to do these changes now to get my foot in the door and to see what works and what doesn't. You know, a little bit of experiment, I think can go a long way. Now, obviously, if something doesn't work out, you know, if I try this for a little bit and it sucks or people don't like it, you know, I obviously am not going to push it. I'm not going to keep moving forward with it if people absolutely hate it, but I want to give it a try. I want to give it a shot. No pun intended. But that being said, so the first game we're going to be trying out, I'm going to be playing it tonight on stream. So this video is going up today on Wednesday, and I have a new video for you guys coming out tomorrow. Again, channel members get to see a day early. But yeah, tomorrow is going to be a juicy video I think you guys are going to be very excited for and been wanting for a little bit. But needless to say, tonight on stream, I'm going to be playing X Defiant for the first time on this channel. And I think this might be the first ever live stream of like a first-person shooter on this channel. I might be wrong in that. I am excited to give it a try. I've been absolutely loving this game. And if you guys didn't know, I am a huge Call of Duty fan. I've been a fan since Modern Warfare 2 back in like 2010. It's been a very long time that I've been a fan of these kind of games, but I kind of fell off the bandwagon about 3 years ago, maybe 4 years ago now. And it's just because each game that comes out seems to be worse than the last. And this is not a Call of Duty game, but it's made by ex-developers from the good Call of Duties. And they really took a lot of the community feedback to heart, and they tried their best, in my opinion, at making a very good first-person shooter in 2024. So I want to give this game support. I want to show that it can survive, and it's not just a fad. And again, I think streaming it or making content on it will help a little bit in that regard, even though I'm not a huge channel. And again, I don't expect this stream or these future videos to do well in terms of viewership or to get it out there. But, you know, if they do end up doing well, or if you guys give it a chance and it ends up doing really well, that's awesome, and I'll probably continue it. But I also want to say, if these videos do really well and, you know, I continue making videos and doing streams on new age titles or first-person shooter stuff like that, I want to promise that that's not going to be my only content here. I'm, of course, always going to have Twisted Metal in my heart, Car Combat in my heart. I'm always going to look at retro games when I can. The Do You Remember series is not going away. I'm still going to continue that one. So yeah, I don't want anybody to think like this is a major change to the channel and like I'm stepping away from Twisted Metal. Like, no, that's not the case. I actually still have a couple TM videos on the back burner that just have to be uploaded. They're already done, edited, and everything. So trust me, Twisted Metal content is not going away. I just want to preference that. I don't want to scare anybody. But I just felt this video was needed to kind of explain myself as to like, if people are confused, well, where is this coming from? Like, where is this first-person shooter stuff coming from? I didn't subscribe for this, and, you know, I get it. And I apologize to the people who did not subscribe for this kind of content, but this is who I am. You know, this is my personality. This is me. I'm always going to be a variety content creator. I just can't stick to one medium. I can't stick to one thing, all right? Now, I've done my best to stick to just gaming. You know, that's been hard enough, honestly, just sticking to gaming content. Because as you guys know, I've tried doing vlogs and stuff like that just to try something a little bit different, but that's just not my forte. So I'm sticking to gaming, and I've learned my lesson there. But when it comes to gaming, it's also kind of sucky to just kind of hone in and only stick to one genre of games and only one forte of games, if you will. And it just, I love retro content. I love looking at old games. I love the nostalgia from it. I think you guys do too. And I love Twisted Metal. I always will. But I just don't want to get burnt out on it again. I don't want to come back to the same place I was like 4 or 5 months ago where I got really burnt out and I needed a break and I just, you know, had to step away from content creation. I don't want to ever get to that point ever in my life again. And that's why I think doing something like this is not only healthy for my own mental health, but I think it's going to be healthy for the content too. And again, even if you guys hate first-person shooters, I'm going to try to make these videos entertaining. I'm going to try to make them fun. I'm going to add some edits and stuff like that too to make them more interesting to watch, even for people who don't really give a shit about this kind of stuff. And I get it. I do. But yeah, I just hope people will understand. I hope people will give it a chance. I hope it'll do well. Maybe even in the future, I could even start doing some commentary type content like this more often, I guess, talking like hot topics and stuff. But again, like I just want to change it up. I want to do variety. I don't want to make this channel just shoehorn into one specific thing. Like I don't want to just do commentary videos. I don't want to just do reviews. I don't want to just do retro content. I don't want to do you remembers. You know, I want it to be variety. And I know that's really hard to grow a community. I know that's really hard to get extra subscribers and to get people to come back to the channel because maybe someone found one video they liked of mine, they subscribed for it, but then I haven't made that same exact video ever again. I can get why that's frustrating. And it's frustrating to me because it's like, I wish I could be that person that could just be a robot and make the same video every single time and make people happy. I can't do it. I don't know why. Maybe I'm wired weirdly. I genuinely don't know why. But I just hope you guys will stick around and be along for the ride. I hope this doesn't piss off anyone and make you unsubscribe. If it does, I'm not going to blame you. I'll understand. But all I ask is if something like this, you know, this kind of a change, if this upsets you to the point of wanting to unsubscribe, let me know in the comment section below your main reason, and maybe we can talk it out, and maybe I can, you know, make you stay somehow. I can try to make it up to you. But yeah, I love friendly discussion, and I, of course, love constructive criticism. I'm not a huge fan of people just throwing insults at me or whatever, but, you know, if you have legitimate advice or just want to speak your mind as to what can be better for the channel, I'm all ears. I'm always open to discussion in those situations, but just make sure you don't, you know, you make it apparent you're not just trying to insult me. So, yeah. But either way, you know, deep down, I am excited for tonight's stream. I'm excited to see how it goes. I just hope people give it a chance, and I hope it does well. And, yeah, I think that's it for today's video. I don't want to ramble on too much or go about the same topic over and over again for 20 minutes. Just wanted to get that out there. Want to talk a little bit about my thoughts of the future of this channel and what I'm doing and why these, you know, maybe these next few videos might be kind of off topic in a way. But I just want to give them a chance. I want to see how it goes. And I hope you guys will be along for the ride. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to leave a like, show your support. As always, subscribe so you don't miss the next one. And we'll hopefully see you in the next one. Peace out, everybody.